It's live, my bro.
Huh?
On the live.
Ay, amper.
That is
Amper.
Omnange Shefa Tate Mushe with time, yeah.
Onge Shifa.
Omnange Shefa.
Onge Shifa.
Yeah. 7:37, that's the time on the morning mix. Good morning. Welcome to our sports stream for this morning. I see
Kom ons begin net tyre aangaan. Wat gaan aan?
the red half. The red half. I don't know what is happening there, but ish. Kom ons praat door die FA Cup. Kom ons begin daar. Is ook 'n FA Cup, nee?
Okay. Kan ek net begin by what is happening in my personal life? Okay. Let's start there.
Okay.
So, what has been happening in my personal life the last couple of days, like I rightfully said, I am cutting half of my DSTV. I cut it to a smaller bouquet because the other channels doesn't make sense to me. And I got myself now Netflix for the first time in my life.
Okay.
So I've been a Netflix boffin for the last 2-3 days. So after I was so tired of Netflixing, I switched over to DSTV. And then I saw in the 86th minute of the FA Cup. It's a Cubase exit. Ow. So I went through the red half of the side of the field to look at the lineup. It's a Van Dijk is daar. Toe gaan ek heel voor. I saw a little Egyptian running there. I said, no, what gaan aan?
Like Halesemos, he changed I think 7 players from the team that played over the weekend that lost to Watford. Maar nog steeds it was not it was not necessarily the kids, you know, like they say in England. Maar it was a full strength team nie. And it prompted a conversation this morning about whether Klopp made a mistake to start with a second string team, for lack of a better word.
So one of my good friends who keep on making fun of Arsenal all these years, 3 minutes past 4, I send him a WhatsApp. I said, "Good morning, Operi. Your team is falling apart."
He's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, he's a Liverpool fan. This is what I sent him 4 o'clock this morning. He answered me now, 23 minutes past 7. "Good morning, Mr. Basson. All we want is the league." And he says, he follows it up by saying, "You guys can take everything else." So maybe the goalposts are shifting.
But like you know, with imagine, right, with the kind of season Liverpool have had from the beginning, steamrolling over everything and everyone. If they end up winning only the league, that would take away from some of the glitter of the season. Because already, remember, they're not going unbeaten anymore, so that is out of the window.
Arsenal.
Yes, the league is almost a foregone conclusion. You guys are
come sit. You have an opinion here.
You guys are going to end 7th, so stop celebrating, or 8th even. Well, even out of the top 10, if Auba gets an injury now, does it? Nah, Fudala with Arsenal. Who else is going to score goals if Aubameyang is not there?
Lost off for Obama. We're struggling to keep him at the team.
And on Sukum, but he's a big old man. I don't want him.
No, he's a bit old.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's true what you say, Cubase. But then again, I don't know why do I feel like I need to defend Liverpool, but it is so. I think the sole objective, if they have to choose different meals to eat, there's only one meal, and they have to. And if somebody would ask them, you have to settle on one meal. That Premier League meal would be the meal that they want to eat from.
But that is settling. That's what I mean. It takes away from the glit. This is the team that was going to steamroll over everyone. Europe, England, Africa, everywhere. Even on Mars, they were going to go win tournaments there. That's how good they've been. I mean, there's no running away from it. They've been by far the best team in Europe.
Yeah,
this season.
No, they've been by far the best team.
And and for it to start coming apart now at the death, it's kind of weird, man. I don't get it.
I will be supporting Liverpool for the next 4 games. I want them to win the league, really, get it over and done with.
Yeah.
And I don't see anybody. They will not be caught. There's no way. They can win 4 games. That's it. So
I don't know. In the league, I don't think they will be caught. But now they're out of the FA Cup. Wat is die ander cup? Carabao. Wat is daar nog ander cups?
Nee, Carabao was klaargevat.
Was gevat van
City.
Van City. So they take the league. The Champions League
Alsjeblieft.
is nog steeds questionable. They're playing next week. They're playing Bournemouth over the weekend, and then they entertain Atleti at Anfield. I think on Tuesday or Wednesday.
I think they will get past Atletico.
It's possible. Look, the way Atleti played even over the weekend. You know, you wouldn't necessarily bet against Liverpool, especially a Liverpool side that is at home. Did they draw? Did they end up winning? I was waiting for the Clasico, so I was half paying attention. I sort of wiped
wrongfully waited for the Clasico.
I wiped the memory of Sunday. Like most of it is just now a blur in my mind. But yeah, it's interesting to see how if they don't get a win over the weekend against Bournemouth, then there is serious trouble. Yeah, I mean, obviously the pundits feel like Klopp was resting his first team, so he can play them and regain that momentum against Bournemouth over the weekend, going into the Atleti game in midweek.
Yeah, Bournemouth is also not a
pushover.
They're not a pushover.
Like teams that are struggling to stay up, or teams that are that are struggling to save their season. Those are the most difficult guys to play at the tail end of the season, because those guys, like, you know how much money you get for playing in the Premier League.
So are you trying to insinuate something here about us now?
I know you guys are safe. You guys are not getting relegated.
Okay.
So
Nee, ek het net gedink you're becoming insulting.
I know.
My team
I'm thinking, like, for a team like Watford, right? You can't afford to take them for granted, especially now.
No.
Or any other team that is in or close to the relegation zone.
Cubase, it's been a few seasons ago when Leicester City basically survived, I mean, by an inch.
By the skin of their teeth.
By the skin of their teeth the previous year. And they were so galvanized that they went on to win the league the next year.
Yeah.
So it's like that. Kaiserslautern in Germany a few years ago, same thing. They came out of nowhere.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, Kaiserslautern. I still remember it. Yeah, and for the significance of the fact that we know that Bayern Munich has been winning the league for such a long time. Kaiserslautern won the league the one season, and they were relegated the next season.
Imagine.
Yeah, so it happens.
Okay, Liverpool fans, I guess, since I don't know why you guys are still celebrating the league. You should be trying to get the other competitions that are still out there, because the league is already gone. It's yours. Come on, no, we just want to.
Are you hating on Liverpool? Still from last year?
Guys, I never, how many times must I tell you?
Nee, I want you to say it again.
In England, support for Liverpool. My hierdie season, hulle kry potjol uit my 80. It's like you guys, there's a moratorium on my support for you guys.
Why? We want to hear it again.
Wil jy ek moet opstaan en uitgaan? You want to make me relive those memories?
I was shocked that night. I was surely shocked.
Yeah, fair play to them. Wat is ook uit daar? Transfer news. Dis al wat ek gaan check het vanoggend.
I've checked. It seems like the Olympic Games that is basically slotted for July this year seems to be under threat at the moment due to the coronavirus. So it seems like there's a 70-80% chance that we will not be having the Olympic Games because I believe the Japanese Olympic Committee decided, due to the corona crisis, global crisis at the moment, it might not be in the best interest of the country to host it at this moment in time. So they might postpone it to a later date, but I think the health and safety of the global community is way more important than games at this moment in time.
As in July, let's hope by then we have sort of contained the virus, or we are in a better sort of place. Because Kaufman was showing me basically the map in the UK of where the virus has been has spread to. Yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm surprised there's still football being played in England.
It's crazy.
Because it's everywhere.
It's crazy
Yeah.
because you wouldn't want to be in the midst of any crowds,
No.
any dense crowds.
Anybody who coughs next to you, you want to say, "Ek sou steek my bro. Gaan hoes daai kant."
Yeah, so that's the situation. Unfortunate and quite sad for the athletes who have been training diligently for the last 4 years.
Yes, to go cheat on their significant others in the Olympic Village.
Oh,
Neville, I've been to the Olympics. Oh, wow.
you've said that very softly. I don't think people heard what you just said.
I don't want the Namibia Olympic Committee coming here to come ask us questions.
Cubase is making a serious allegation here that the athletes, the global athletes of the Olympic Games, goes to the Olympic Games solely to go in kafoefel
Yes.
in the Olympic Village.
Hulle word mos almal by mekaar gelaat bly.
Ja, verstaan jy? Maar jy mag mos nie daai goede doen nie if you are competing.
Yeah, that's always been the case.
It takes away your strength.
That's always been the case, maar ons het nog altyd gedoen. Before the soccer game, after the soccer game, before athletics, on those school athletics. You ever traveled with the school for those athletics things?
Yes, Cubase, and I was a virgin for a very long time.
In high school?
Yeah. Yeah.
Geen wonder jy 22 kinders het jy laat begin.
That's all right.
I can see. All right, let's check out some comments. You guys, I see a lot of you were kind of not happy with the sound. I don't know what was happening there. But, you know, the producers, as you can see, are moving up and down the studio because they're trying to fix it. Joel Amkeshe, goeiemorgen, my mensen. Morning, guys. Jelen se sound is baie sag from Clifford Sean. Orlam.
Wat gaan aan?
Môre,
Is dit nou
môre.
reg nou?
I have no idea. I think so. Pandu Shikwaya. Mora Yella. Morning, Benny Bentos. Lucky Karukhab saying Yebo. Gaitan Curtis, good morning, welcome. Tenga Kea also a part of the show. What happened to the volume? You guys flooded too? That's from.
There was this video that Maria showed us yesterday of this guy swimming in his living room. Hy doef en sê.
If only you could still keep your TV connected, dan kan je daar swem and enjoy.
I say again, you know what? There's not much you can do about town planning. The area is what it is.
Nee, that is a
Pas op.
bull.
Ja.
There's no other way to say that.
Yeah. A
Yeah,
Leon.
yeah. It's a crappy idea. It's a crap statement. Like, why do you guys get paid? So you're gonna tell me that every year that region is gonna get flooded because that's never don't skanduni. Is that what you're telling me?
Waar moet deze gebouw geweest het?
Nee, hulle moet 'n plan maak.
Waar
Hulle
moet
moet 'n
die
plan.
is?
If it's
So
not
they need to build a wall.
no, if it's not
build a
about
wall.
if it's not about where, then it should be about how you build the houses.
Okay, there are architects all over who knows how to build a house.
Yes, but then no, I'm not talking about just building a house. Obviously, you have
Yeah.
to take into consideration that this area is going to get flooded
Okay.
at one point or another
If you've
every
been-
year.
If you've been to Ashakati, it's one of the most flat.
Oshakari, yes.
Yes.
I've been to Oshakari.
Yes, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you used to drive like 3 o'clock in the morning for one reason and then come back to Tsube for another reason. Okay, but let's leave.
Los me goed.
Yeah. No, but Cubase, again, maybe it's not right to always use Europe and the West as a reference if we want to make a statement about ourselves. I mean, I check now in England now. England is they are having flash floods at the moment, and cities like Leeds. I've just checked the other night. These cities are flooded, and the houses are underwater. And
Do you have water in the houses?
yeah,
or-
in the
or
houses, in the houses, then you literally have boats,
outside? Parked inside the
boats,
house.
and you would see the reporter going by boat to this house and knocking on the door in the boat with the cameraman, and they are completely in rain jackets and everything. So good morning, sir. And these people keep on talking about the same things that people in Oshakati talks about. I don't know if my insurance will pay out. It's the same thing. So the town planning is as worse in London or in England as it is in Oshakati.
Like then Oshakati Town Council, the property in your area must be very cheap because it's guaranteed to get flooded every year.
If there's good rains.
Yes. Or even if it rains in Angola. When
And
that
it comes
water
down.
comes, it also comes to come flood my house.
Then again,
Hey, we are supposed to be talking sports. What's a flooding, Khuta? We can talk about flooding when Maria comes into the studio.
yeah.
Come and check. Julia Kakololo, good morning. Long time. Where have you been, Julia?
Die ken mense joh.
Welcome back. Nee, hulle ken vir my. Dion
Oh,
Kloete,
okay.
like Hong Kong, Windhoek is too small. Restrictions must be in place. It will become too expensive for all of us. Okay. Funny sound from Sebin Tinda. Funny sound. I hope you are going to do something about it. Great day to you in the studio. Nicanor Victor is saying, good morning. Liverpool is now on factory settings.
Factory settings.
reset. Reset to factory settings. Oh, hoe op julle man. Mutatio Castens môre. Môre here. Oh, dames en here. Ek het amper gewonder. Hoe gaan dit? Ek hou. Hou. Good morning guys from Jojo Madsen en Venaflow Njahera. Ai, hulle gaan hardloop ook.
Dion Kloete, is daar enige volleybal nuus wat jy met ons wil deel?
It's Diona volleyball coach.
Yeah, I went to school with Dion, and
Oh, so he's a plan fighter also.
he's old. He turned 50 a few weeks ago.
And you?
I'm 49 this year.
And then you're calling him old.
He's 50. I'm not 50.
How do they say? It's like the
The
teapot.
pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
No, he's a year older than me, but he's been a very good volleyball player for a very long time. And is there a league volleyball? Dion, is there a volleyball league in Namibia? How does this work? Do you guys just play it for what?
I don't know.
Who say means if there's no league?
Recreational.
We are for recreational purposes or what? Huh?
Can you still play?
Drink jy as jy klaar gespeel het of wat?
Can you still play volleyball at 50?
I mean, no, I think I can. No, volleyball is an easy game.
right? Jumping up and down. If you dislocate something, it's not gonna get fixed. Opa, she fall. So is Oprah.
Hey, Oprah het geval. I don't care.
No, you know what was funny? She's talking about balance and then she falls. I'm dead, guys.
Somebody put in an image of Michael Jackson. Invisible image of Michael Jackson at the back. Wow, pushing her. Oprah is not one of my favorite persons these days. So
why?
No, man.
Did she also support Itula?
No. She keeps on running her mouth, and that's the problem that I do have.
About what?
Oprah has been running her mouth of all the wrong stuff that black men in Hollywood has been doing. She would talk about Bill Cosby. She talks about R. Kelly. She talks about all the guys, you understand. And she's been, and of course, Michael Jackson. And when Harvey Weinstein, when that scandal broke, she's been quiet. So all the black men, all the top black musicians, artists,
I will say the same thing I said about the Adora issue she's addressing her community.
No.
No, what?
No.
She's addressing her community.
No. There we will debate that issue because Harvey Weinstein
is not black.
He's a personal friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. Okay. In that case, then,
yes.
then I also understand that
it's
you
a personal
would need
friend.
to say something.
So, and she's been to close proximity with Harvey Weinstein for many years. So what Black Hollywood is asking, why are you not saying anything about Harvey Weinstein? Even with this Kobe Bryant issue that her friend brought up, she's been very mute about it. So, yeah, she's not one of my favorite people. You know what? We don't condone anything that men do in general. That's it. But
come on, that man. Anything that men do.
No, I mean
anything
wrong that men do wrong. But I mean to sit there and to be an apologist and not to say anything about Harvey Weinstein. Aye, that's a lop.
Timo Kalongo is saying ek nooi vir julle vir 'n Kreef Fish Festival gala dinner on Friday.
Waar so?
Hy sal mos aan die boeg wees.
Luister nou, gaan julle of nie of hoe?
Ons gaan nie.
Oh, gaan julle nie, okay.
Gaan jy?
Nee, I'm telling you, there's a tennis tournament coming up. There's an NTF tennis tournament starting off this weekend on Friday, 2 o'clock. So I'm here.
Like you know, ek raak moeg van die exploitation wat aangaan in die land. Mense betaal.
Oh ja, nee.
It's like, never, ons het net dat 2000, ons sal vir jou accommodation by Aussie Adasa is great.
I'm done with stuff like that.
And you know what's worse, right? And then you're like, no, it's not for me. And then they get shines and pay him like 25,000.
I've had that many a times. Neville, you know what? We want you to come and do this event for us. But you must remember, this is a fundraising initiative. And we are a charity organization. So could you, stop Neta. I love my house. I want to be home. I don't like to be out of my comfort zone, which is my house.
Yes.
So, and I do have my own wine at home. I have a bed at home. And my wife can cook something for me if I'm hungry.
And your comfort. You can make your plakkies rondloop. Maria was complaining about Namibian men and plakkies.
Yeah. Ek is story nie. So moenie na my toe kom en vir my kom sê, can I drive to, and I'm making an example now, to Ludritz, 800 kilometers from here, and I must do something for free?
When I would tell people like, I'm not going out unless somebody is paying for it, they used to tell me I'm full of crap. It's like, it's all right. It's like, nah, it's not, somebody is playing.
That's all right.
If you want me to be out there entertaining your party or whatever it is that you want.
Ek is gesê 2 weke terug.
Bataal.
Neville moenie so wees nie.
Jy moenie so wees nie. Je sit met 'n budget van 300,000 jy wil met 2,000 rand gee. Is jy mal? All right, guys, let's cut the sports. Let me read a few sport-related comments.
Yes.
Dion said that there is a league.
Okay.
We came fourth at the DTS tourney out of 240 teams. Not bad for old guys.
Hey! Yes. That was about 2 weeks ago. There was a big volleyball tournament at DTS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drove past there.
And I say, okay, big tourney at the coast, 21 and 29th of March 2020, sponsored by Bank Windhoek. Doc Tony at the Dome in Swakopmund, 29 beach volleyball. Gaan kyk bietjie.
Oh, interesting.
Dion, ek hoop Neville het verstaan wat jy gesê het, want ek het gelees en ek het
Niks verstaan nie.
ek is nie by nie. Okay guys,
So moet ek jou net die hele tyd sensor. Want jy het amper weer iets gesê.
vanoggend nie. Today is just not the day, guys.
It's not a day.
Yes, so if 'n vloekwoord hier en daar so uitslip, ek is baie jammer.
Yeah.
Ek sê julle nou al klaar. I'm trying my very hardest to contain.
But
myself.
Barcelona didn't play last night.
It's not Barcelona.
Oh, no, what's your problem? Is it because you can't go to Ludres or what?
No, it's also not Lutherans.
Did your wife find your password of your phone?
No, she has my password.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what else can it be?
Government.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9, Monday to Friday.